Alright, you guys, we're here with Batman Beyond. We're going to ask him some questions about Star Wars. So, what do you think about Star Wars, its current state? There's some controversy on The Last Jedi. What do you think of it?
Yeah, Last Jedi was pretty rough on the mythos, I guess, of all the Star Wars things. So
Threw a lot of things out the window.
yeah,
Like hyperspeeding through a ship to destroy it, kind of like
was suspect.
negated the Death Star.
that was suspect. Obviously, Luke's death was a little kind of threw a lot of people off. So
He meditated to death, yeah?
I know that was kind of weird. And then the fact that he used sort of like a hologram of himself. It's like that's
Force Skyping or some shit.
I don't even know what that is. So
I don't think I know what that is either, and I'm a Sith Lord.
and yeah, there's a lot of things that kind of just came out of left field. So it's hopefully the next movie kind of makes up for what we saw there.
I agree with that. Rian Johnson said he wouldn't change a thing. What would you change in The Last Jedi? You could change as many things as you like.
Oh.
Would you get rid of Mary Poppins Leia?
Mary Poppins Leia. I was okay with that. That didn't
You're okay with it?
as much as
But she has no training.
there's no.
I mean, she's just like flying around in space with no protective gear. She's not Force really
I
trained.
just assume that she's strong with the Force, so she can do that kind of stuff. But
Don't you need like a lot of training to be able to survive in space?
I haven't done it, so I'm sure you would. But
Superman has though.
there's a lot of things.
Got you on that one.
There's going on. Like I remember the first battle where they're like dropping the bombs on the ship, and it's like, can gravity actually make that happen in space?
Why are bombs dropping in space? And if you're going to go with the magnetic excuse, wouldn't it just magnetize onto the ship that's closest to as it's dropping?
Yeah, I didn't really understand that. There were a lot of
Yeah.
physics. That movie defied a lot of laws of physics. So
What did you think of Luke getting green milk splashed all over his face in degrading fashion?
that was also off-putting. And the
Off-putting?
fact that he called lightsaber a laser sword.
A laser sword.
And then just completely, ditching the whole Jedi Order. That was just.
Did you like when Luke threw his father's heirloom over his shoulder like it was a taco?
That was just. I knew there was. It kind of came off as a shock factor, which
Did it work though? I mean, it was shocking. I would agree. It was shocking. I'm shocked.
it's just. Obviously in the books they flesh out the whole Luke leading the whole new Jedi Order a lot more, and it's just like I was kind of expecting that. I was hoping to see just the polar opposite. Not Luke being a hermit, but actually
Like maybe building the Jedi Order, like
starting
not
the
being a
Jedi Order
loser.
again. That's what everyone sort of expected after the Return of the Jedi. So
That was the natural progression in the story if you were paying attention.
yeah. So it's disappointing, and hopefully J.J. Abrams is doing the next one right. So
He is.
hopefully that's maybe patches some things up. We'll see.
Did you see the Kathleen Kennedy, the Force's female shirts, and what do you think about that?
The Force is female.
Yeah, she did this photo op with these shirts from Nike that were the Force's female. Do you think politicizing Star Wars like that was a good idea, or did it maybe rankle some fans and maybe didn't help much?
The Force is female. I'm just trying to understand that. What does that mean?
I don't know.
I didn't know the Force had a gender.
I didn't know either. I couldn't explain it to you if I tried because I also have no idea. Would you like to see leadership change at Lucasfilm? Maybe have like George come back, or give it to Dave Filoni or someone else of your choosing?
From what I've seen from the past two movies, I wouldn't mind that.
You'd like some change?
Yeah.
Solo lost $100 million. It's the first Star Wars movie to lose a penny.
Let me interview you. What did you think of that movie?
What do I think of Solo?
Yeah.
Well, I thought I was incredible in it at the end.
I enjoyed it. Yeah. I didn't think it was that bad, so I'm kind of wondering how it tanked at the box office.
Well, I'm happy you asked, Batman. I could give you maybe some information that maybe we can piece together what happened. So, first of all, The Last Jedi had a pretty bad reception, right? Right. There was a lot of negative reviews coming in. Fans were upset for, pretty good reasons. Even Mark Hamill was upset.
I imagine a lot of people boycotted it, and
yes, some people did boycott because there was a big Star Wars boycott that started on YouTube to boycott Solo, not because they didn't like it, but just because they were so upset with the treatment of Luke and just the direction of The Last Jedi, basically. So also, Kathleen Kennedy, who's the president of Lucasfilm, she fired the two directors that made about 70% of Solo and then brought them off and then hired Ron Howard to finish it. So that was a huge amount of money that had to go. That's partially why it lost so much money. Also, the negativity from The Last Jedi probably hurt. And, you add those things together and... Aldrin Ehrenreich's defense, though, I thought he did a good job. as the actor. You know, some people try to give him a lot of guff, and I was like, you know what, he did his job. I feel kind of like Mark Hamill did his job. I wouldn't put a lot of blame on Alden. Is what I'm basically saying.
The acting was on point in that movie, but yeah, it's tough to see that state. I kind of relate because DC movies are sort of also. They've been better with Aquaman and Shazam, but before that they were kind of tanking as far as the critical response. So
maybe some more influence on the story, less on spectacle.
Yes, story, character development, not rushing storylines that just have no basis. We had Superman.
Respect the law.
We had Superman die in the very first Batman versus Superman. It's like you can't do all these things all at once. You have to build up your characters a little bit.
You have to take your time.
Exactly. So it's hopefully I think they learned the lesson now. Obviously Aquaman and Shazam, they sort of focused on their origins of the character, and I think they're on the right track now. Now we have a new guy directing the new Batman movie with Robert Pattinson. So I think Matt Reeves, the director, he's known to have read the comics, and supposedly he'll be basing.
He's a fan.
He's a fan of the comics, like The Long Halloween. I remember him mentioning that, and I think we'll have more of a comic, accurate Batman movie coming up now.
Very nice, very nice. I appreciate the heads up. Is there anything you want to say to Lucasfilm or Star Wars fans in general?
I feel your pain. I feel it. I really do.
He feels our pain. Yes. Right in the bat chest, which is good if you're a masochist like me. Batman, thank you so much for this interview. You're amazing. Hang on, let me find you. Thank you, sir.
Black and red, buddy.
Thank you.
Hold on.